Okay, there we go. Looks like I have everything set up now. I just needed to make sure a couple of things in Unity were set up right because I didn't want to drag everyone through the process of me setting up basic scenes and spending far too long waiting for an IDE to open. Oh, I just got to make sure. Okay, so oh, I did forget to do something. Let me see if I can find that graphic. I might need to use everything for this. Or I might just need to try and figure out where the hell I put it on Blue Sky. Yep, it's looking like that. It's a good thing I don't post loads of images every single day. Okay. No, 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 no. Yes. Save image as. We will just put this. Ooh, that could be dangerous. Let's go and let's create a special safe folder on one of my drives. A new folder, safe folder, not full of porn that will get me banned from Twitch. Okay. So a long time ago, and by a long time ago, I mean about 3 or 4 weeks ago, I had an idea, and that's the most dangerous thing I can ever do in my life. Do not trust me around ideas, I will cause problems on purpose. Uh, a few days ago, I started streaming Sakura Wars because I really wanted to just actually play that game for myself because there's a lot about that game that was really influential to me, even though I never played it. And can I just drag and drop this in here? Yes. So I have constructed this very handy infographic. Which will now cover me entirely. As we can see, there is a certain thing I want out of a game that no game has been providing for me. I like Armored Core, as we can see in the bottom left. I also like Virtual On, as we can see in the bottom right. And for some reason, despite never having played it, I like Sakura Wars, as we can see in the top. Now, what I want is clearly outlined by this image. I want something right in the middle of all of those things. I want the relentless customization of Armored Core, but I also want the very fast-paced move in and strike gameplay of Virtual On, and I want to look at cute girls like in Armored Core. Wait, no. But no, you get what I mean. Like this is the very specific thing. We'll just move this down here. There we go. Now I'm part of the chart. Oh, also, this is my programming outfit. This is the outfit I wear when I'm programming because I'm very cool. I have to lean in really close to see what... Oh. Sorry, I just had to try and figure out what emoji Amber just pasted in chat was because I'm blind. And let's just shrink. Oh, no, 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 that's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. Let's just shrink that down or just turn it off entirely. I don't think we need the infographic just hidden behind me and my massive breasts. And so, there we go. I actually have... Oh, what happened here? Why did that happen? What is this? That is... There we go. Wait a minute. No, that's fine too. Okay. So maybe it's about as chaotic as the last thing I did. But I decided I would just sort of take matters into my own hands and realize that I probably haven't imported Cinemachine. Of course I haven't. Let's load up the package manager. Unity registry, Cinemachine, the one package that I needed to actually install, aside from all the ones that I have probably forgotten about. I didn't include Easy Save either, but to be honest, I'm just going to be chilling out and putting stuff into the game and hoping for the best. Because I have done no work on this yet. This is, as it stands, what you see is what you get. You have a skybox, you have a plane. That's it. I haven't even configured controls yet. Oh. Do I have desktop audio on? I don't. Let's see how bad I can just mangle my mind. I don't need to look at that output. I can safely assume that Twitch is working. And so, while I work on this stream, I'll just have the yet another Gigaboots Sons of Sparta stream open, because who doesn't love that game? You should actually all go over and watch, all two of you should go over there and give them money to force them to play Mighty Number 9 again. So usually what I do when I start making any project is raise that up to 1, 0. We can, where'd you go? There you are. Okay, and we need to adjust the position of the sun. We need it to be a little higher. Game object, line of view. There we are. That shadow strength is way too high. Use settings, soft shadows, whatever. We might even be able to go with 0.5. Yeah, 0.5. 0.6666666666. Sure. And, oh, god damn. So here's the thing about Unity. If you've had any experience with Unity, you've probably encountered this. The universal render pipeline has just some absolutely hideous shadows settings for default. I've adjusted most of them. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. This one? No. There we go. We put the depth bias to 1. Yeah, sure. I just don't want the shadows looking as ugly as they can be to start with. Because, as I was saying, they're just hideous. Some of the worst shadows. For some reason, the default setting of Unity shadows make everything look like absolute garbage from any single distance. Let's delete all of those, add an action, move, look, dash, jump. Do we want look? Do I want to call it look, or I'll call it look. Doesn't matter. For the time being, that should do. And we need to make this a vector 2. And fuck. There we go. We might make you a value, an axis even. Same with you. Okay, and yes, you should also be an axis. Okay, and oops, I didn't mean to do that. Add a binding, jump. We're just going to put jump on A for the time being. Save asset. And we're going to drag you into settings. Okay, we want to generate a C# class for this. We're going to call this mech input actions. We can put that in the global namespace for now. All right. Ooh, Jeff Gerstmann has started ranking Star Tropics 2 and Roadrunner. Oh yeah, you're gonna have to deal with me being very distracted. If I look over here, oh my god, if I look over there, my tracking completely breaks. How's that? Okay, it broke. Oh, no, it still breaks. I wonder if... Oh, I hope I don't have the FOV set on my camera wrong. Maybe it just needs to angle a bit more downward. No, it's just being very finicky. Oh, I have expressive tilt on. No wonder I'm like leaning. Yeah, if I do this, it just completely loses tracking of my face. Oh, that's depressing. What if I do this? I don't know because I can't see any of the screen over there. Oh, am I actually capturing my mouse? This stream is great. Oh, I can also do this. Oh, oh no, that's right. So let's go to the lighting and go to the environment. I'm gonna make this a color. Go with like 50% gray. No, that sucks. I am actually going to create a special material for the capsule. Okay, good. Create shader graph, URP, unlit shader graph. We're going to call you let's see if that worked. There we go. That's better. So that's this is a method called diffuse half Lambert. And here's the page for it on the So this is how diffuse half Lambert works. Well, no, this is the example of diffuse half Lambert. Using the old lighting model I was just using then, there's like these huge dark, like deep black spots that make it really hard to see the actual form of the character. And when you change the diffuse model, you get something like this. And it's and so it's actually a very simple formula, and I completely forgot it existed until an Acerola video very recently. Why am I showing you this when I could just go here to the actual graph? So you take the normal vector and you take the light vector. That's the direction the light points in, basically. So we just take the, the light vector direction, or ignore this horrible hack. It's just to make sure the light goes in the right direction. But we take the normal vector, we take the light direction, and we get the dot product of that. And that gives us just this. The light, when it hits a, when it hits a surface, I guess when it hits a fragment, it determines what the normal direction of that fragment is, and it determines whether or not it's light or dark. But then we, basically divide that by 2. Makes it a lot like softer. But then we add 0.5 to it. And then all of a sudden we've got this. Very soft. So now, I don't know why I have a saturate node there. It doesn't matter. But then we just... Why is that? Oh! Well, that's there because... Anyway, eventually you can get from that very sharp edge there that looks hideous to something a lot less hideous. It's softer, it looks nicer. And if I go here, oh, I guess I have to do that. Hmm. Oh, it's unlit. It doesn't receive shadows. Of course. What am I thinking? But I just think that looks nicer. Anyway, we need to add something to this so we can always know what the forward direction of the capsule is. 3D object, capsule. We're going to do this. And we'll do this. Oops. I'm dumb. Now we just do that. And now we know which way it is facing. And we'll do this. And we remove these capsule colliders. Okay, there we go. Now, how do I use kinematic character controller again? I have completely forgotten. And we'll... Oh, I haven't dropped any frames. I was worried I was dropping them all over the place. Let's see if that worked. I have no idea. Hmm. Hmm. That's... Oh, that's dumb. Did I... What? Why did I... Okay, that works. Way too slow. I get the feeling I want to set that to 60. Let's make it faster, 120. So a trick you'll learn in game development, maybe, I don't know, maybe this isn't as common knowledge as I think it is. If you want to change a value, either double it or cut it in half and then just work from there until you can properly dial it in. There we go. That's a little much, so I'm going to drop it down to 100. Okay, and then look orbit, gain. There we go. Cool. Mono behavior script. We're just going to call this mech controller. Okay, now we load this up and we deal with Unity's hideous mono behavior startup scripts thing that I always forget to do. I really need to make it stop putting in those not implemented exception notifiers. Okay. It might make sense for me to go to one of my older projects. Which game did I think it might have been. Da, 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 da. Here we go. Scripts. Player controller. I'll just drag this over here. One of the nice things about having lots and lots of dead projects Wait. No, this uses the old character controller. What? Oh. Did I load the wrong one? Hmm. Uh. Oh, it's this one I want. Scripts. Here's the player controller. We'll close this useless one. Ow. I'm sorry, Noelle. The peanut butter will kill you. Do we need any of these? Hmm. Uh, oh, I forgot I don't have my timer class in here. Okay. Well, I'm not going to rewrite that. I'm just going to import it. And I'm not going to import it that way because that would be a pain in the ass. And I, again, might accidentally put porn right on top of Twitch. Okay. Let's please load my timer class. Why are you being a little... Oh, you've opened over here, even though I don't want you to do that. There we go. So this is just a timer class I whipped up using like a whole bunch of existing timer classes. And I know it's broken in some way and I can't remember how. Okay, so update velocity. Oh, wait. Okay, that should take care of that. Oops. Boo doo 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 doo. Okay. Oh, okay. Whoops. Okay, update velocity. Just check what update velocity is looking like in the... We're not even going to bother to check if it's grounded or not. Oh, we'll figure that out. And I don't know. Let's see if this works at all. Hmm. I bet I know exactly what the problem is. It's that I'm an idiot who has no brain. That means I also forgot. Let's actually make sure we assign our code so it works. I'm an idiot. Oh, yeah, let's go. I don't think I needed to do the delta time thing at all. I think that's actually handled by the asset I'm using. No. No. So I didn't actually implement camera relative movement, which means this won't. There we go. That's much more reasonable. Okay. How did I implement camera relative movement? I had a whole thing to process input. That's right. I hope I didn't miss any messages. I accidentally closed the stream chat uh, dock thing for OBS. Do I want to just copy and paste this code? Yes, I do. Let's just copy and paste this code. Oh, that works. I'm going to triple check things here. Nobody's old code is worse than my old code. I get you. I get you. Okay. This relies on some very messy stuff. Let's just do some cursed stuff. Just do that. Hmm. I Oh, what are you talking about? It's literally Trico. There we go. Why am I slow again? Oh, where did I... Did I... No? Why are you so slow? Move speed 10. You should be moving 10 meters per second. But you're not. You're moving slow meters per second. Hmm. Why is that happening? I didn't change the code that much. You are normalizing things. Okay. The move speed is 10, that's fine. The processed inputs are fine. And they are normalized. So what's the problem? I don't know. 60. Let's just make it faster. The old-fashioned way. Well, that's the wrong value. Oh. Oh, I'm dumb. I'm super dumb. Meow. 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 Now I just need to make it so that this camera is terrible, by the way. I know it's bad. It's for testing purposes. Ah, I didn't implement gravity. Yeah, oh, that camera is totally inverted. Or not, it's not going in the direction I want it to. No. Oh, that's so much better. Okay, let's do that. And we're gonna make this 3 and 3, just because. All right, that's just some tweaked stuff. Hmm. What's going on with that? I think that's something in the motor settings. You might not have noticed it, but I did. There's a little weird jitteriness. Step handling, no. Physics. Maybe it's the max movement iterations. I don't remember. Hmm. I'm going to save that for later. I know there is an easy fix for it, but I would have to dig through one of my other game files in order to find it. That's just not worth it. Oh, uh-oh. Ooh, I knew I forgot to do something. That's annoying. Oh, because I don't have to anymore, because I can do this. Dude, my new microphone has a mute button on it, so I don't need to rely on the mute buttons on my Stream Deck. I'm so cool. You should call me cool and cute all the time. Now, update rotation. I definitely need to check. Oh no, that has a whole thing in it that makes it not useful for this at all. Um, hmm. Hmm. Let me just do something really boring, but for me specifically, because it's fun. Ooh, I am inside the cube. There we go. Oh, hello. Why aren't you? Oh, um, oh, that's okay. Let's see if this works. I am skipping through some of them some of the time. That's concerning. Maybe because they're in a rest state? Hmm. How weird. There we are. Much better. Eat shit, box. Let's make these continuous dynamic. Sure. Interpolate, we don't need to worry about that. We need to make you listen, sometimes game development is just pushing boxes around even though you don't need to. Hmm. Okay, let's see if this works. Yeah, there's something going on with the motor settings. I need to figure out what's going on there. Oof. I actually liked it a lot better when the camera didn't have the inverted x-axis. Hmm. Time. Fixed time set step. There we go. See if that does anything. No, but I like it better. Okay. Discrete collision events. Oh, wait. I never I'm gonna check something. I need to. Oops. No. Why are you? Oh, hey. Okay, cool. Um, Weird that I can't just set that. Very weird. I'm gonna take a really quick break because I need to drink water and piss like a racehorse. So I'll be back in a bit. There we go. So this isn't the most thrilling stream, but I figured I should kind of go over what I'm doing because mm, I kind of just jumped in and everything I'm doing is completely inscrutable. Uh, so I'm using an asset called Kinematic Character Controller, and it's designed to basically replace Unity's default character controller, and it's really useful, but it's also kind of complicated to use because unlike Unity's character controller, it has features. It has a lot of things like collision callbacks. It has a lot of greater control over what you're doing when you're rotating the character. It has, things that you're doing before, after, and during the update process. You can do better collision checks. You've got an actual. Oh, this is actually one of my favorite. Where does it go? Where did it go? It's not in here right now, but you can also do ground checks that have lots of data to them, and it's so nice to just not have to worry about that stuff. Okay, let's actually make sure to save. And I'm going to do this 5 and I'm going to do this 10. Oh, that just broke everything. Oh, okay. But I can sometimes go through them. Hmm. Oh, because they're resting. Oh. So yeah, we do want kinematic. Weird. Okay. I get it now. Oh, why is your capsule height 2.01? Ground detection, extra distance, ground slope angle, discrete confusion events, step handling, ledge handling. Hmm. Oh, this is. Hmm. Now you get to watch me read documentation. Oh, you're so lucky to bask in my presence as I read a book. Playground scene. Da, 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 da. Okay, velocity scale must be 1 1 1. Okay, otherwise physics won't work. Okay. Okay. Hmm. I know there's something to do with the character motor, but am I reading the wrong documentation? Oh, oh, oh. Hmm. I guess special guest star in this stream. Read Be Hexed Princess by Cloudamon on AO3 because it's fucking fantastic. Fuck it, I'll link that in chat. Oh, wait, works. There we go. F. Here we go. I actually had that downloaded as a PDF just in case I wanted to read it when my internet was down. Uh, it, make sure you read the tags first. Most of them, no, honestly, you don't need to read the tags for that one. It's just your standard mature fic. It doesn't have anything to worry about too much. Jex, I just want you to know I'm going to kill you with a brick. The refined rock. Do you want to tell everyone what you did? Please tell the rest of the class what you did. Yes, you did. I would have been destroyed. You would have ruined my illustrious streaming career of 2.5 streams. You monster. I promise I'm not this mean. Who's getting who banned now? You are so lucky I had Discord preemptively put on a second monitor so that wouldn't happen. I also have all of my browser windows aside from one over there just in case. And I don't think I can actually open any new tabs because I've got all my XN tabs in the tab previews on the other one on the fucking homepage. The only way it could have been worse is if I opened it on the screen and then forgot to mute my microphone. Okay, I gotta figure out how to turn this camera. Uh, okay. Oops. Didn't want to put a for loop there. Okay, that should. Hmm. 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 Oops. Hmm. 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 I'll fix that later. It doesn't matter. I don't need to worry about all that code right now. But we do have camera forward flat. Oh, oh, oh. I look like an idiot doing that. I look, if it starts raining, I'll drown. Bob, what the fuck did you just say? Okay, let's just see if this works. Well, that's not quite right, but it is facing a direction. Why is that not facing? Oh, it's because I'm stupid. Again, this happens. I'm dumb as hell. Uh, I bet this will work perfectly and I will look like a fool. Yeah, there we go. Now it's facing the camera forward direction, which isn't entirely what I want, but it's a step in the right direction. Documents, streaming, old music scene. No, here we go. Nope, it's eyes. You can't hear the music I'm listening to because I don't want to get copyright dinged. No, that's on the VTuber model. Thank you. There we go. There we go. I haven't implemented gravity yet because it's not the most important thing in the world. Ooh, ooh. Right, I forgot I have to cache the look rotation. Otherwise, it'll just default to facing directly forward. I think that works. Let's set up some other important things. I think we can get rid of all, well, create empty parent, and I'm just going to call this cubes. And we can disable cubes. I don't think I actually remembered to put Just do that. Now I just want to make sure that world collisions work. Hmm. 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 That no. No, you don't go through walls. Oh, everything? That's on the default layer. Where's the collision issue happening then? That shouldn't be rigid body. Oh, um, no. Ground hit, movement hit. Maybe if I check over here. No, I don't have anything in that collision code, and I know it works. Hmm. Hmm. Well, let's gravity might be a factor. So let's just hmm, okay. Maybe gravity will make things work better? Um, um, no? No, that's mm, but why? Um, I'm just gonna real quick do this and see if no. Why is that happening? It is that is the right ground layer settings. See if I change that to that. I don't know. Um, Um, it has a capsule collider. Why is that happening? Is there something I forgot to set over here in the init? Okay. Jump buffer timer, character controller settings. Why is that happening? That's a stupid and weird bug. Why are you just falling through the ground? Also, you don't need to be Delta time. Wait. Um. Oh. Oh, what if I'm the stupidest person alive? So I found out what the problem is. I wonder if maybe the reason that the collider isn't colliding is because I said it's not valid for colliding. So let's just change that variable to true. Oh, look at that. I can run face first into a wall, just like real life. And unless I've done something horribly wrong, if I run over to this side of the cliff, oh, fuck, that's a fucking sharp drop. um, so maybe I actually do want. But that's very slow. We call that coyote time. um, why is gravity so slow? It's set to 30. Okay. Magnitude, air control, Hmm. And the gravity is set to -30. I've noticed that there's some weirdness going on with the input in general. I'm not sure what it is. I don't think it's a Unity problem this time. Why are my arms all weird and outstretched like that? Whatever. Um, hmm. Ground layers, ground collection, extra distance. Physics material, no. Y offset, no. Step, ledge, rigid body interaction settings. Constraint settings. Hmm. And the other thing is it should be accelerating. Unless, am I? I'm gonna check this other code I wrote ages ago. No, that's normal. That's like, it's not 1-to-1, but it doesn't really matter for this. Okay, let's look at where the gravity goes. Hmm. Current velocity is gravity plus equals, yeah, gravity delta time. Oh, let me see if that works. And it was just me being stupid and constantly resetting the thing to 0. Aha, that was it. Okay. Oh, I'm just big stupid. Oh, what did I? Oh, right. And now if I walk off the side of a cliff, I fall to my death. So what was the problem here? We don't need to worry about that little efficiency warning just yet. I'm going to take a look here. Oh, yeah, I'm just stupid because I haven't worked with this code in like a million years. This is what happens when you don't like actually practice. Or, no, this is worse. What did I fuck up? Okay, so I'm gonna get rid of you from there. Mm-hmm. 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 That's I'll have to fix that camera issue later. That's just a couple of settings in Cinemachine, though. So why? What's going on in the other code? Okay, that's air control. I don't want to worry about that. The target velocity is desired direction, magnitude times move speed. Oh. Sure. Let's see what happens if I do that. Probably nothing good. Oh, no, that actually works perfectly, even though I'm not entirely sure what that code does. The speed is different, but if I just go here, the speed is exactly accurate because it's moving 10 units per second. Well, units, meters, whatever. Oops. There we go. I'll just do that for now. Okay, that works. Oh, okay. Well, I'm actually going to call it here because That's been nearly 2 hours of streaming. I'm just gonna, there we go, switch over to this, switch over to, I put those on buttons because I've been forward thinking. I mostly did this stream just to, be in a more comfortable, relaxed setting because I do so much programming stuff when I'm actually in an actual mood to be able to program things. And it's just, for the most part, relaxing to me, aside from those parts where I just completely forgot what I was doing entirely. But yeah, just, I just wanted to actually do something a little less focus directly like a game for the time being and just take a bit of a break, but also try streaming something a bit more chill, I guess. But I mean, I obviously didn't talk a lot this time, but yeah, that was fun. So that's basically it. I'm gonna sign off, and that means I get to put on the Spanky's Quest music again. So thanks for coming by, and I guess that's it.